Starting a business is exciting, but expanding the brand is awesome. Why? Because expanding a brand will always tell you that there are a lot of factors that you need to work on. Example, you have to identify what's so important. There's so many necessities, so many importance, so many priorities, but you have to look at what's the priority of all the priorities. In other words, the mother of priorities, the mother of necessity. The second is, in business today, there's so many obstacles. True. Look at the nCoV, the COVID-19. Who would ever say that 2020 would be having this kind of obstacles? But yet, in business, you have to surmount. You have to go over it. You have to go under it. You have to go around it. And that's what the brand makes it so exciting. And of course, disruption. Disruption of the business model. You have seen a lot of business models today that were before years and years, or probably ages, but they are now disrupted. Disrupting the business model means that you have to be out. You have to be innovative. You have to be innovative ways in order to grow. This kind of business model, for example, the virtual that we're having right now, is something of an innovative. Gone are the days when people would say, that's impossible. But there is always, I am possible. And so, that's one thing. What do you need? What we need is, example is that the situation calls for innovation. The situation calls for, what can I do in order to make my business grow? And so, I always say, start a business without fear. Don't ever be afraid. Anybody can start a business. Have that passion. Have that mindset. As I always tell people, the key to a business is having the right mindset, the positive mindset, the winning, the fighting mindset. And lastly, the fire under the belly. And I like to use that word, fire under the belly. Keep the thing lighted. And what are the growth points? The growth points nowadays, for example, with the situation we have with the COVID-19, there's so many ways right now. You can go online. You can go, for example, home base. You can go to key cities. Again, that's where your growth points is. You need to know where you want to go. The other one is studying and deciding. In entrepreneurship, in business, always you have to keep on learning. You have to know what is the latest trend. You cannot just maintain a stagnant mentality. You have to make a decision. The decision cannot wait. You cannot say tomorrow, because procrastination, as I always say, is always outlawed in entrepreneurship. And then, how franchising works. You have to learn that franchising is a way to grow a business. And I've been telling that for the last 30 years that I've been doing this. Helping a lot of micro entrepreneurs, helping the small brands now become a global brand is because of the way they grew via franchising. But franchising is done the right way. Franchising is not a copy, cut and paste and say, here I am, cut and paste, that's it. And no, you have to study, what is the business concept that I am trying to sell? What is my unique selling proposition? And who will be my partners? Who will be my franchisees? Do not accept a franchisee who shows you a lot of check, a lot of bank account, because that is not the qualification. The qualification right now is basically one thing: commitment, the ability to grow, the ability to establish the synergy. And that is one word that I always keep pounding and pounding. Franchising is a synergistic relationship. I grow, you grow, the community grows. In other words, a win-win-win scenario.